Go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Kate Steinbacher, and I am so excited to be here with Angelique Beauregard. We are here because with Coach's Console, every year we have a boot camp. And during our boot camp, we had 250 people in our boot camp this year. And during boot camp, at the end, we do what we call the graduation extravaganza. And 11 people came into the top rock stars, and Angelique was one of those. Means she worked hard. It's a 10-week course. It's got lots of work to do, and she worked hard and made it to the very top. Angelique, welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, it's wonderful to be here. I'm still pinching myself. I'm really happy to be in the top 11. It's an honor.
Well, we are so honored to have you within the program and to know that there's folks out there like you that can go from soup to nuts and make it all happen in your business. It's brilliant. Well, let me ask you a few questions. And the first question is, what the heck made you sign up for boot camp in the first place?
Well, I heard about you through Sage Levine. I haven't worked with her yet. I'm working with her now. But your site came up, and then I went through Melinda's videos, and I said, oh my God, she's talking to me. I had just finished my certification to be a transformational nutrition coach, and I was getting ready to go out there and meet people and sell what I had, but I didn't have the backup for it, and she had the solution to what I needed.
Beautiful.
So the console was a perfect fit for me, and it came at the perfect time. It's a law of attraction. It came right when I needed it to.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So you finished your school, you met Sage, she turned you on to us, and you listened to Melinda, and bingo. Wow. Yep. I love it, Angelique. Woo,
yeah.
Cool. So tell me a little bit about your niche. Who do you serve?
I serve overweight, overstressed, overtired midlife women who want to lose weight, get healthy, get their energy back, and go live out their lives. They've invested in their future with money. They've got time. Usually when they hit their 50s, the kids are grown and they want to get out there. Well, I want to make sure that when they get into their 70s or whenever it is that they want to go, that they can travel, that they're not sitting in some old age home in a diaper on a couch somewhere. I want them out. I want them walking through Europe. I want them hiking. I want them out there and living their best lives.
Nice. So they don't leave it all in the beginning of their life. They save stuff left.
Absolutely.
To be healthy. Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Wow. Well, let me ask a little bit about the Easy Breezy Boot Camp. So it was 10 weeks of live webinars. Then we had 4 clinic calls. You had Monday calls. You had Tuesday calls. You had a coach. What parts or pieces were most helpful to you?
I really enjoyed myself with the whole process. But you have to be really careful when you have that much going on. First of all, tune in, participate. If you can go in live, even better. Ask your questions. And you have the Done For You program with the VA and all the bonuses, and then you get the extra months of the Coach's Console. For me, it was a no-brainer. It's like I work full-time. I've got 2 kids. I've got a husband. I have a family-owned school bus business. So I'm busy. And most women are. We're busy anyway. Sure. So yeah, it was a perfect thing for me. And the most important thing is you got to do your action steps. After every module, go to the Q&As. If you think you know everything, go. It's repetition. You hear things and you ask questions in Facebook and get in there, ask questions, talk to your coach. I mean, the client longer is there. I mean, it's a privilege to have someone. Okay, when you go through the action steps, your VA helps you out, and then you got the coach in there. I was like, can you please go and I just created this thing, or can you go check my autoresponders, give me some feedback? Are my pain points on my website page? Are those okay? How did the pictures look? Nice. Is my opt-in good for what I say my niche is? Is my niche clear? Am I reaching the right people?
Exactly.
Because it's so much more than, well, here's the console and this is how it works. It's like, no, this is the console. This is how you need to find what your niche is. You have to interview people. These are the tools. These are the techniques. And there's just so much value in it. I would tell you that you're not charging enough.
Thanks. Yeah. And what Angelique is talking about within boot camp, we don't just teach you how to use the software. We teach you how to really discover what your niche is and get clear on it. We teach you how to talk to your niche. We teach you how to engage your niche. We teach you how to set up opt-ins. And I mean, you come away from this program, if you do the steps, you come away from this program with a full-fledged business. I mean, everything in place.
Because a lot of coaches, they come from certification programs where they don't learn any business. Mine, I was fortunate. We learned business, we learned coaching, we learned psychology, we learned all about spirituality and nutrition as well. But this, we learned a lot about business, but this, you applied everything that I learned and I could see it happen. Even now we're using Zoom, which is a tool we use, and we record our conversations with clients. It's
beautiful.
How many questions? And your courses, they were live. Like you could have just recorded and say, okay, here it is. But like, and I could prove it. I would type a question. Oh, Angelique just said, or she just said, and it's like, okay, I'm going to stop. And it blew me away. It blew me away. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad. It sounds like everything about the boot camp was perfect for you. It just fell into place in the right time and right space. Good.
And it was fun. It was fun.
Oh, good. Because we want it to be fun.
Yeah.
We think if you're not having fun while you're learning, it's painful.
Yeah.
So, you touched on it a little bit before. So many people buy 2-3 products and then never use them.
Yeah.
What do you do? How do you monitor yourself so that you were able to really make the most of this program?
Well, first I make it a priority. First of all, I start one program at a time. Because when I got into Coaching Console, I was getting coached on being an Amazon seller because I'm an Amazon eBay seller. So I put him on hold. I said, listen, I'm doing this boot camp for this coaching, which is my priority for my business. So I'm going to get this. Once it gets settled, I'll call you back. I haven't called him back because now I'm doing Sage Levine's, Events That Change Life program. And I'm going to her Women's Leadership Summit. So that's another 6 weeks or more. So once that's done, maybe I'll go back to my Amazon. But you have to really dig into this. You have to make it a priority and keep your focus on it, and you have to learn to say no to other things that are maybe less important, that'll take up your time. For me, I made it a priority, and sometimes my kids said things that came up, okay, because you're dead. Or someone would invite me to things, say, no, I'm this weekend, I'm working on this. I have action steps. They have to be done by the next boot camp call. It's going to get done. So you have to get it done, and you have to do, even if you don't have a lot of time, because I know we're all busy, but make it a priority, get at least a little bit done every day and schedule it. Nice. If you don't schedule it, you're not going to do it.
Oh my God, you're so right. That's like saying to somebody, we'll have lunch. Right, never.
Yeah.
Unless it's on the calendar. I hear you.
Put it on the calendar.
Prioritize, get it on your calendar, and make it a number one. And
make it and be persistent. Persistent, continuous action.
Action. Persistent, continuous action. Love that. Yeah. Love it. Love it. So what results have you realized since boot camp? What's different about you, your business?
I'm ready to go now. Before I started the console, I had my certificate. It's up on the wall. I'm super proud of it, but I didn't go out there and talk to people because I didn't. If I'm going to offer services, I'm not going to say, well, I'll coach you 3 times a week, 4 times a week, and that's it. It's like, there's not much value to that. And I want to give as much as I can. So now I have a whole package. I can say, look, I have my questionnaire is on there for the client intake forms. I have forms for goals. I have all my things are in this one neat bundle. And there's the client portal where we can talk securely back and forth. So actually I have something to present to them. So when I'm going to go do a workshop, I actually have something to present to them to work further with me, because before I had nothing, and now I've got this beautiful website and I've got this whole back end of my business, and I can confidently go in and talk to people. Yeah. Right now, actually, I've got 2 programs on there for sale. I created one with my bonus, and the other I used that bonus as a template to create the one that I learned in school. So I've got 2 things on there, plus I've got my online coaching, and I've got my opt-in gift is in there. So it's like one console instead of taking like one website and having to buy all these little pieces and fitting them all together. Well, it's all one big package. It's done. It's simple. And I can actually focus on people and not the technology.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah. And that's given, now that's set up, now I'm moving forward with workshops and I'm talking to people. I'm networking now. I joined a group and now I'm moving forward. I'm not stuck anymore.
Cool. So before you were kind of stuck, you had great stuff, but you didn't know how to present it and get it out there. Yeah. Now you feel confident because you have this compact way of doing it. So now you're already involved in networking groups and everything else. Gosh, that's awesome, Angelique. I love it. Cool. Well, and this is kind of a funny question, but what was your most embarrassing or crazy moment in boot camp?
I don't know if I should. It didn't happen during boot camp, actually. I don't even know if I should be telling you this, but when
You're telling the world, don't forget.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, I'm a health coach, right? And I have an addiction to red wine. So I made myself promise that I wouldn't have any till my next vacation. So I said, I'm going to be off till end of February, then I'll drink on holiday. But I got the email on the Sunday night that I made the top 11. And it was later in the evening when I actually got it. So I have to celebrate. So I drank. I drank a bottle within 2 hours,
Uh-oh.
and I ended up falling and whacking my chin. I have this bruise, and it's just stupid. Anyway, so, and there was that, and then you had given me tips on how I could make a couple of tweaks, and one was to make my opt-in a bit bigger. So I went and fiddled with it, but in fiddling with it, I accidentally deleted the link so that when people opt in, they don't get it. So fortunately, you had told some of the other winners, like, go check out their free gifts. But thankfully, one of them emailed me, it's like, it's not working. Oh, I said, thank God. Here you're telling everyone to go to my website and it's not working. So I fixed that. And
congratulations.
Those were my two embarrassing moments.
Well, the cool part is both of them were done from the goodness of your heart and excitement.
Yes.
And the best part is that you've gotten through both of them and come to the other side. And that's
and really good lessons learned there too.
There you go. Hey, sometimes we have to go the hard way.
Yeah.
So what was the most fun part for you about boot camp?
Actually, there was one day that Melinda was having technical difficulties, and it was during the niche part, and I was looking for help on taglines. And so I had my laptop on, I was at work, I just left it go, and it wasn't starting. So I thought, well, maybe she's late, I don't know. So she had technical problems. So when she finally did get on, I was alone. Ooh! So I got her to myself for most of the talk, and we went through my niche, we went through my tagline. She helped me with a whole bunch, and we had such a good time until someone else came on and she helped them out. But I had her to myself. It was amazing.
So a technical glitch was your gift.
Yes, yes, it was.
That's great. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What would you say your confidence level was before you went through the boot camp and got everything set up, as opposed to?
I was pretty confident before, but now I have the tools so that other people are going to have the confidence in me. Like I already had my own. Yeah. This made it way better, but now I can prove to them. I show people, and the whole back end, the whole system makes me look even like amazing. So it's created confidence from other people.
Nice. So somebody looks at you as a real professional business coach now to help them get things done in their life and their health, which is cool. Yeah.
Well, even the networking thing, you had said, I watched your bonus on the networking thing, and like about the whole don't give out business cards, collect them. So when I went, actually, I only collected the cards of people I spoke to. Good. And I had told them, like, please give me your information, give me your card, and I'll send you something tomorrow. So the next day I put them into my prospects, and I sent them information. They opted in, and actually one of them, we're doing business together now.
Woohoo! I love it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I'm helping him. I'm giving him tips on what he's selling, and he sells this alkaline water, and so I've been buying from him and giving him tips, and it's
very cool.
It's really fun.
Very cool. Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So now that you've got your business set up like a well-oiled machine, what for you is the advantage to that?
Well, like I said, it's the whole confidence thing, the whole back end of my system. There's invoicing in there. There's everything, and I just feel just so confident. And what's nice about it too is that because it's so. It's good for the beginning coach, but it's one of those systems that's going to expand as I grow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's the main thing.
You can just grow with it, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. Mm-hmm. So what are your next steps? What do you think? I know you're out there now more than you were before. You feel confident about it. What's next for you?
Well, like I said, I'm doing Sage's program, so I'll be starting my workshops soon. She's going to make us pick a date within the next month or so, and so that's going to be done. And I'm as you know, I'm writing a book. I was asking people's comments about the covers, and yours was like, you have to make the writing bigger because we get older and we can't see. So I can tell people I'm the upcoming author of. It's a book called A Second Coming of Age: The Road to Becoming a Healthy, Wealthy, Modern Golden Girl. So
I love it.
So that's kind of on ice too right now because I've got coaching in that, and I don't want to get too much into it until I actually go do those workshops and talk to those people I'm supposed to be writing to, so that actually give them information that's valuable for them.
Yeah, and I mean, that's so brilliant. You know this is your goal, but you also know that there's research to be done to get there. And
absolutely.
You're prioritizing the way of doing it.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm learning about you, Angelique, is you're a woman that prioritizes and then takes action. That is brilliant. What an amazing way to get ahead in the world and accomplish what you truly want.
Yes.
And I'll bet you coach your people to do that too, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's just so much more than just, well, eat this, eat that, not that, move like this, not like that. You have to take people from where they are. Even like that's what you do too. It's not just beginning coaches. It's people that have maybe been in there for a while. I said, you really have a way of finding people where they are and bring them where they need to be or where they want to be.
Exactly.
Or maybe where they don't even think they could be. And it's like, oh,
true.
I could do that. I could do that. And then you set your sights higher. And
Beautiful.
that's what I love about your business. So, these women-based, powerful women businesses, because I've dealt with a lot of other types of businesses and like they don't give half of the value that I find the women do. Like you always give more than you get.
Women mostly do. I think that's really true. I really do.
And that's the kind of business I want to do. I want to give more than I get. Absolutely.
There you go. Well, great. So what would you tell a new or newer coach who wants to get their business up and running and be a rock star like you?
You have to prioritize. Like I said, you prioritize and you get in there, you go live as much as possible and don't let the homework lag. You have an action plan, like make it a point to get that action. Don't just say, oh, I'll just do it later, because later won't come. Or, well, I'll watch that, tomorrow, or I've got something else. Like, you know what, make it a priority, say no to other things and delegate. I mean, you should know going into this, there's technical things, and if you really want to shine, like invest and get yourself a virtual assistant, because you don't just get the virtual assistant, you get extra months of the console, you get all these done for you bonuses, you get a program. Not just, even if you don't want to sell a program, you can use that as a template for your own program.
That's right.
And it makes it so much easier.
Yeah. And what Angelique is talking about is that with Bootcamp, there is the opportunity, if you choose, you don't have to, you can buy just the Bootcamp and do it all yourself. Or you can hire a CVA, a certified virtual assistant, and that CVA walks through the program with you, implements a lot of the technology. So if you're a little less tech savvy, or if you need more help and support because you're so busy, it's wonderful to have that CVA to go with you. And that's one of the choices that Angelique made. Nice.
And it's important too, when you do have a a VA, that you go and do it anyway. You go, I could have just said, well, here, you do it. Here, but I would actually, I think she kind of got mad at me. I shouldn't get mad at me. She was really nice about it. But sometimes I get really impatient, and I'm learning all this stuff. So I'll go in and do it, even though I kind of asked her to, but she said, well, I'll get to it whenever. I said, they're fast, but I can just say, no, I want it now.
Yeah.
I just sent her a thing saying, this is what I want. But then I get into the thing and I do it. And then I thought, well, I have to know how to do it anyway, but she would kind of go and fix up the formatting and things and give me tips but you have to really do it yourself as well.
Yes.
So it's not just hiring someone, say, you take care of it, but it's
working with them.
And it's what's good about that too is I've never had a virtual assistant before, so that whole process, it was a new experience. It's like, so later on, I'll probably hire her to do some more things.
Of course, absolutely, yeah. It's a learning process, knowing how to work with a VA, how to delegate to them.
Absolutely.
And when you're very beginning like this, and it's a brand new project, they also tend to work with you to help you learn too, because they don't want you to be totally dependent on them. That's not their point.
No, that's it.
Eventually, they would love to work with you on other things, but their point is also to help you understand the process.
Cool. Yeah, because we as coaches, we tend to isolate ourselves and we get into this bubble.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to have people to go back and forth with, and just to see if we're on the right track sometimes, and second opinion. People that understand what we're doing and not just, your friend.
Yeah, exactly. So to wrap this up, tell the people that are listening, like, who is the person that should connect with you? And let me give you Angelique's website. It's angeliquebeauregard.com, angeliquebeauregard.com. And when you go there, and who goes there should be whom?
Overweight, overstressed, overtired midlife women, or friends thereof. Everyone knows one. Or even, it could be anybody, but it's a fun read. I've got a cookbook in there. It's got all kinds of simple, healthy recipes. So
they could sign up for a free little recipe.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They can go on there, sign up for the cookbook, and then every couple of days they'll get a little snippet, a little health tip about smoothies, about soups, about
nice.
So, it's
even
fun.
if they choose not to work with you, they're going to get some great value just from visiting your website, angeliquebeauregard.com. And so if I work with you, work with you in one of your programs, what do I end up with? What are my results that I can kind of, obviously I know I have to do the work.
Oh, absolutely. you're gonna have access to all of my forms, the intake form. And intake form, I think people might say it's rather long, but if I'm gonna help you, I want to know everything about you, everything that you're willing to tell me anyway. But like, because I dig deep. If you want to come work with me, I'm not going to say, well, here's a meal plan. Just do that and check in with me once a week. It's like, oh, let's see where you are. Let's see why you're heavy, or why don't you have good energy? Why are you tired all the time? Why can't you keep up with your family and your friends and your work? And why are you tired all the time? How are you sleeping? What are your relationships like? What are your friends like? Tell me about the 5 people closest to you, and I'll tell you a lot about yourself.
Wow. So you don't make assumptions about anybody. No. You find out for that
absolutely.
individual.
Absolutely. I'm not a weight loss per se. I'm a transformation coach. Like I want to get you into your best life, not just a skinny body. I want you to be happy and healthy. You can be skinny and be miserable. You know?
We all know those people.
Yeah.
I hear you. Well, folks, if you are ready, if you feel like you're overweight, you don't have the energy you want to have, you want to get a new lease on life, basically, is what I'm hearing.
Absolutely.
AngeliqueBeauregard.com. Not just a diet. Angelique takes you, all of you, just you, and takes a look at where you are and then helps you get to the steps of where you want to be. It's not just a diet plan. It's a full mind-body concept.
Absolutely. Because that's where it starts, eh? That's
right.
where it starts. Absolutely.
So visit AngeliqueBeauregard.com, get your free gift. And Angelique, thank you so much for being here. It has been my pleasure. Melinda and I are over the moon excited about you being one of our top 11 graduates from Bootcamp.
Oh, thank you. It's been a pleasure. I love the whole experience, and I've got you on my vision board. I'm going to see you in person one day.
Beautiful. We'll make it happen.
Good. Thank you.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye.